Hello, welcome to another episode of Clues, Cues and Reviews, and today we're looking at the chapter release of Black Clover. Last week's was late, this week's was early. Because of all that, it looks like we've got like 2 chapters in 1 week, which is always good when they're quite close together. It just means that next week it'll seem like a long distance away. Anyway, apologies about the late review. It came out like 1 or 2 in the morning. One of my subscribers or viewers sent me a link, so thank you very much for that, Mr. Peters. And it was late, so I couldn't do it last night because it was 2 in the morning when I actually saw the message. I read it, got to bed. I'm a bit under the weather at the moment, so I will try to rest it out. So I've left it quite late, but I'm not leaving today without doing this review, so here I am. It is a relatively simple chapter. So rather than doing 5 points, we'll do a discussion and pick out the intricate points that I found was interesting. But without further ado, let's get into this review. So this chapter is very much a cool down chapter, and it very much sets up the next stage or the next thing that we're going to be doing. So let's talk about what happens in the chapter, a few things I've noticed, a few things I want to mention, and we'll go from there. So Yami takes Asta to a doctor. Apparently this guy is the best healing doctor in the world. He has healed Yami plenty of times when he lost an arm in combat. I'm assuming that fight was with Jack the Ripper, because that guy always wants to tear him up one, and he's vicious, so I'm assuming that's probably got something to do with it. We later find out that doctor tells him that he's unable to heal his arms because it's something to do with a curse. So this is important that it was done this way, because this would have created a plot hole. So it's a convenient way for the author to deal with a specific topic without creating a plot hole. So let me explain. So the healing type of magic he was using was a water-based magic, right? And if you think back to the water temple, there was 2 characters there, one with a broken leg, one with the damaged throat, who lost their dreams because they lost what they were good at. So the leg was to do with the dancing, he had a prosthetic leg, the singing, throat problems. So with it being a water temple, with them having water magic as openly as anywhere else in the world, it'd be weird for them not to have a healer of some kind. And if this magic healer could do it, surely somebody else in that water temple should be able to do it, like a specialized water healer. So by him not healing Asta, not having the answer for him, it kind of cuts that plot hole out of the equation. Because let's just say he got healed, then it'd be convenient for them to get themselves sorted out and live their dreams. So it's an interesting way to keep that storyline away from this storyline and move the story forward without plot holes. So that's point number 1. Now point number 2, you could say, or aspect number 2 of this chapter, was this feast. The feast where they discussed the eating, they had some fun. There's a novella scene in there which was cool, because she got shy, she wanted to feed him, but he's there eating with his feet. That was funny as hell. We got the whole charming situation, those tropes and those kind of mannerisms and skits that link to those characters are all cool. I have no problems with that. Then people find out about the Asta situation, and then we get to the Asta bit. Now looking at Reddit, looking at these forums, people were a bit confused about what was going on in those panels, so I'm hoping I can lend some explanation to that. So there's a scene, or there's a part of those panels where it looks like there's a beaten up mouth. That's basically Asta. So Asta in the first chapter gets beaten up by that chain dude, and he gets told that, look, you've got no magic, you can't do anything, you should give up. And that kind of feeling he has is a feeling he doesn't want anymore. So that's his development to say, I'm never going to feel that way, and that's to show his growth in that contrast, I guess, from where he was before chapter number 1, where he's now chapter 80, never giving up. So that was the first thing. Second thing was the second person in the other panel towards the end was in fact and it was a case again to show that rivalry, that willingness to move forward, is both of them are wanting to become the Sorcerer's Emperor. Let's move forward and go from there. So there was that. Now a few other things to kind of consider, which are interesting points. We were told towards the beginning of the series, mind you, I'm actually going to go get I need to get the books, the volumes, because they've come out. I've not actually bought them. I should be buying them. When they do deliver in the next Black Clover video, whichever's convenient around that time, I will show you that I bought them. So I'll be a man of word, I will get those. But reading back, when I was looking back at the early chapters anyway in general, there was mention that the Black Bull had negative stars. I can't remember the exact number of starage, so for those who do know, who've got a reference, let me know in the comment section below. I'm sure it was 30 or 50 or 70 or something like that, but I know Golden Nova 70 plus, they were like minus 30, I believe. I can't remember the exact reference, but apparently now they're on 0 because all these actions they've done to this point has put them at 11 playing field. They're at 0 now. They made up for all the issues that they've done in the past. They can now move forward and, you know, catch up to Golden Dawn. You know, that proclamation of war was done by Finral, so that needs to happen. So that's good that they've done that. That's the first thing. Now the next thing was that kingdom. So there's a reference to another kingdom. Is it going to be Diamond Kingdom? I hope not, because they've just gone to war with them. I don't see someone wanting to help out. I'm hoping there's another kingdom. So one thing that people mentioned in the comment sections in Reddit was the idea of a heart kingdom. The idea behind that is the fact that if you look at the deck of cards, you know, you got your spades, you got clover, you got diamonds, you got hearts. So it's going to be one of the other suits. That's basically the kind of guess or the theory. So it's going to be the heart kingdom, or it's going to be the spade kingdom, I guess. So it's going to be one of those that we're going to go to next. I'm assuming that's the idea behind it, where they're going to go to a different kingdom to go deal with this situation, to get these healed up, maybe find a healer that can either join Black Bull or heal him up, and hopefully they can tell that to the people from the water temple so they can get themselves healed up later. Also, it's important that they've separated magic and curses. So being an ancient curse, which only makes sense with the idea of Vito using demon magic, it makes sense someone being able to kind of do something around that. It'll be in the world as well, where you have an action, you have a counter action. So I'm assuming the whole yin yang effect will take effect somewhere in this world of Black Clover. Also, this might be an opportunity for Asta to learn more about his anti-magic, so I'm assuming this is something that's going to happen as well. And with the little plot points here and there, with Diamond Kingdom now having proper generals with Mars and everybody else, and Lyra somewhere still in Clover Kingdom pretending to be someone else, I could easily see a situation where they go deal with Asta's situation in a different kingdom to come back and like the whole things turn upside down. So quick review, even though the amount of time I spent on this review, I could have done a review in this time. But anyway, that's my chapter review. Some speculation, some thoughts, some theories. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. As always, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time. Peace.